Hi, Kawana girl. Yes, my first one, my first contract. $250,000. Like you said on one of your lives, zero 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 zero.
Hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? Happy Friday. I'm super excited. And I just want to say congratulations to all of those who recently enrolled in the program and are already landing contracts in record time. Shout out to Remy, got a contract in the first 3 weeks, and that's super awesome. He actually holds the record of a 3 week break. So today I want to talk about 20 guarantees about government contracts. I want to say welcome to all of you who are joining me here today. YB and Queen Sharika and Stanley and Rashida, Luke, I see you. Hi, Tanae and Pasty. Hello. So today I want to talk about the guarantees, and these are 20 guarantees that I can absolutely stand on and share. You can pretty much guarantee this when it comes to government contracting. And this is just based off my own knowledge, my own experience, and all the experiences of my clients and other people that I know, colleagues that I know who are actually doing government contracting. And so I know a lot of times people want to know before they get started with something or before they try something, they want to know the guarantee. And usually from my just experience as being a coach, and even when I was that person who wanted the guarantee before I figured, before I decided if I was going to try something or not, um, what typically and normally would happen is people ask for a guarantee because they want to figure out who they're going to blame if they quit. and so what I do know is that things work when you work them. And so today I'm going to be talking about 20 guarantees about your business, like 20 things that you can absolutely guarantee when it comes to government contracting for your business. And and hopefully you'll see an opportunity for yourself, and you can take that to the bank, right? So for those who are joining me for the first time, I am Karwana D. I'm a government contract strategist, the expert that shows women and minority small business owners exactly how to start winning contracts, right? And we have clients that are of course winning contracts in record time with a proven system. Okay. And so over the past 5 years, I've helped more than 200 small business owners accumulate revenues of upwards of 3 million and growing. Okay. And that's collectively. And so today I want to talk about 20 guarantees about government contracts to help some of you who are kind of been thinking about if this is something that you may want to do. And I would say do it. And the reason why I say so is because there's a lot of money on the table, and I would prefer to recommend a client that's already looking to spend with a business rather than a client that you have to go convince to do business with you, right? So it's just it's the same thing as like trying to push a house up a hill. Well, why don't you just drop the house on top of the hill in the first place instead of trying to push it from the bottom up, right? So it's the same psychology behind that. So y'all ready for it? Are you ready? Are you ready for the 20 guarantees about government contracts? David Matthews, we need to do a joint venture. I have been doing government and international contractor for 22 years as a logical manager, Navy. Yes. All right, cool. So I'm gonna drop my email, and let's do it. So send me an email and let's figure out how we can partner together and making some things happen. All right, cool. You can reach me at contact at she'sgotgoals.com. All right, cool. So, and I'll put that on the screen for you. So contact at she'sgotgoals.com. And this is for anyone that wants to do a joint venture or connect or partner with me. I'm not talking about me teach you something for free. I'm talking about people who are already winning and you want to connect and partner so we can win bigger together. All right. So go ahead and make sure that you hit me up there. Cool. All right. So 21 guarantees about, I'm sorry, 20 guarantees about government contracts. Number one is, here's the first guarantee, the thing that I can guarantee. Here, baby. There you go, sweetie. 20 things that I can guarantee you about government contracts. Number one, selling to the government is the fastest way to add commas to your business revenues. The fastest way, okay? Simply because they're already spending money with businesses and they have this money set aside. So if you sell to the position your business that where you're landing the government as a client, it's the quickest way to add commas to your revenue and your business revenues, and that's a guarantee. And when I say commas, some of you may not know what that means, but I'm talking about hundreds of thousands and tens of hundreds of thousands, and for some of you, even millions and tens of millions of dollars to your business bottom line. So you want to get yourself out of the way so that, you know what I mean, so that you can actually participate in that type of an experience. Number two, the government spends money regardless of what's going on in the world. And that's a fact. Okay. And the true fact about that is during the pandemic, I'm pretty sure most of you were watching the news when they increased the spend and created contracting opportunities in the numbers to the tune of trillions of dollars was released as a COVID release, COVID relief, right? Solutions, right? So in other words, the federal government actually increased their budget and their spend of business products and services to the tune of multiple trillions of dollars during the pandemic. And so what I do know for a fact, my business 10x'd during the pandemic, and anyone that was already in position and selling to the government actually was good and making highly profitable experiences during the pandemic, where those businesses who were not selling to the government and were not positioned and does not know anything about government contracting, many of them had to close their doors, and many of them are struggling to get back to where they were pre-pandemic. And so that is a fact. Number three is government contracting is a fail-proof business model that safeguards your income, meaning that simply because the government is always spending money, the government never runs out of money. In fact, they print money and they're looking to give that money away. When you have the government as a client, it actually fail-proofs your business model, right? It's not the same as having individual customers or smaller customers where, you know, they get sick and then now your income is affected, or a pandemic hits and they're in the house and now your income is affected by that. So fail-proof your business model by adding an additional stream of income, and that additional stream of income that will fail-proof your business is the B2G, the business to government business model, and that is a guarantee. Number four is you can easily grow from a micro small business to a big business that has employees, right? So the reason why government contracting even exists in the first place is, number one, small businesses creates the biggest impact globally, right? So it's the small businesses that eventually create jobs, that eventually grow into the big business. And so, but you have to do that strategically. And so one of the strategies and the quickest, fastest, most common strategies to be able to do that is government contracts. And so with that, one contract literally can be $1 million. One contract can be $250,000. For those of you who saw the testimonial at the opening, $250,000 as her first contract. Okay, well, that is life-changing. What can you do with that? Maybe you can hire at least 5 to 10 people, right? And so it positions you literally to not only grow your team, build capacity, become a big business really, really fast, but instead of waiting 20 years to land to generate that type of income over a 20-year span, you can do it in a 9-month period. You can do it in a 12-month period. You can do it annually, right? And so basically, it's a fact that you can definitely grow from a micro small business to a big business with employees with government contracts. That's a guarantee. Okay. Number 5 is it helps you to learn all the things that a CEO should know and turn you into a real CEO, which means that not just anyone can do business with the government. Number one, you have to have a legitimate business foundation. You have to have your ducks in order. You have to have your paperwork in order and all those things, right? So you have to know what your Dun and Brad is, your EIN. You have to have your business taxes. You have to know if you have a virtual office, where's your lease agreement? All of these business documentation is what CEOs do. Like having these systems in place is what a real CEO does, right? Some people use the term CEO very loosely, but CEOs are the ones that oversee a business, right? Because you have systems in place that makes the business run smoothly. And when you're doing business with the government, it forces you to grow to that position, right? It forces you to become that CEO. And so that is a guarantee. If that is something that you aspire to be, to run a, to oversee your business and let your business run smoothly with or without you, that is the guarantee that you can get from government contracting. Okay. Number 6 is it gives you the opportunity to live the lifestyle that you truly want to live, specifically because the contracts are large. Now you can put yourself on payroll or take an owner's draw or whatever. So it actually puts you, all those commas put you into a whole nother income bracket to where now you don't have to dream of your dream home. You have the ability and the means to go purchase and buy your dream home and to live the lifestyle that you aspire to live. And that is a guarantee about government contracting. Okay. So number 6 is, actually that was number 6. So number 7 is it works and it pays you 1,000,000 times over. That's one thing that I can guarantee. It works. Government contracting works. And the thing about it working is it works over and over and over and over again. So it pays you over and over again. All you got to do is learn how to do it one time, implement the system one time, and you can actually execute and reap the benefits and the rewards over and over and over again. Okay. It provides a guarantee. This is number 8. It provides a guaranteed customer for you as long as you're going after the opportunities. Okay. So most people think that you sign up, you get certified, and then you can just sit back and money is going to fall in your lap, but you have to do the work. So it provides guaranteed customers for you, but yes, you have to actually be pursuing those guaranteed opportunities as well. And yeah, passively, sometimes you can, sometimes, opportunities will just fall in your lap without any effort of your own. And that happens. I've seen it happen. It happened for me and for a lot of my clients as well. However, that's not a consistent way to have consistent regular income. So you definitely have to do the work and be going after those opportunities, which, by the way, there are millions of opportunities that are being put forth every single day, every moment, every second. There's opportunities across board. Okay, so that was number 8. Number 9 is by not doing government contracting, guess what? You're purposely leaving a potential $1 million a year on the table for your business. And I'm going to repeat that. By not doing government contracting, you are purposely leaving a potential $1 million on the table every single year for your business. So you say you want to be a millionaire. So you say you want to grow your business to 1 million. Do you want to do that 20 years from now, or you want to do that annually? And in 20 years, you will have hit a minimum of 20 million, right? So the guarantee is when you are not doing government contracting for whatever the reason. A lot of people say, I got to think about it. I got to ask my spouse. These are some of the common objections, right? Oh, it's too expensive to learn how to do this or whatever. But guess what? There's an opportunity cost. It costs you not to do it. And what it costs you is a potential $1 million a year in your business that you're missing because you're not in position to do that. So when you think about it, a lot of times people think that expenses is something that comes out of your pocket, that you physically have to experience that, but you are still experiencing loss by not being in position to sell to the government. Whether or not it comes directly out of your pocket, it's coming out of your bank account simply because you're not doing it, right? And that's a guarantee, because ideally, most of you understand, or some of you who have been around, who may have been following me for a while, may understand that when it comes to simplified acquisitions, the government, any contracts 250,000 and under, is specifically has to go to small businesses, right? Guaranteed, it has to go to a small business, which means all you need is four contracts a year at that rate under the Simplified Acquisition Act. And you can have $1 million. 4 is very easy. That's very easy that's very doable. If you were here at the beginning, Gloria, the testimony that I shared at the very beginning, if you missed it, go back and watch the replay of this. Her first contract was $250,000, right? So she has 3 more to go to have her annual $1 million mark. And so it's a guarantee that if you're not selling to the government, if you do not have the government as your client, if you are not in position, you are missing out on a potential $1 million revenue generating system every single year. So count that up and see how much money you're leaving on the table for yourself. Okay. That's a guarantee. Number 10 is it gives you your time back. That's the great part about it, right? We all want to have time freedom. We started a business not to create a job and to work more hours making less money. But when it comes to government contracting, you actually make more money working less time, right? So you actually get your time back. And that's a guarantee, because the type of contracts that you get, they're very large, and they don't require you to work 40-hour work weeks. I mean, we're talking about a few hours out of the month, and you are living as if you're working 80-hour work weeks, right? So, and so on and so forth. So basically, it's a guarantee that you get your time back, and you'll have time freedom to be able to do some of the things that you want to do or aspire to do, whether that be traveling or just sitting up doing nothing and still getting paid, right? And so that is a guarantee. My baby laughing about that one. So the other thing, number 11, is you no longer are exchanging time for dollars. And that's huge, right? So ideally, when you're an employee, you actually exchange time for dollars. When you are a boss and you work for yourself, some self-employed entrepreneurs actually go back into creating a business and create a business that's a job where you're still exchanging time for dollars. But when it comes to government contracting, you're no longer exchanging time for dollars. You're actually getting paid big dollars and getting your time back. How about that? That is a win-win-win all the way around, right? And that is a guarantee. You don't no longer have to exchange your time for dollars, but you get paid great value for your service, which is huge, right? Number 12, you're paid triple, quadruple, or quadruple the current value of your existing service. So let's just say you're selling a service for about $2,000, right? Well, now quadruple that. That's $8,000 for that same exact service, right? And that's just a hypothetical example, okay? And so you're actually paid a lot more to sell to the government. So they're a premium buyer, right? And so would you prefer to have a cheap client who pays you nickels and pennies, or a premium client that pays you high quality contracts? We're talking about 6-figure contracts, multiple 6-figure contracts, $1 million contracts, multiple $1 million contracts, depending on your industry, the scope of work, and the service that you provide. And so that is a guarantee. You're paid a lot more for your worth. Okay. Number 13, it puts you in a new tax bracket in your first year. Okay. So typically when you're starting a business, or if you're in business, maybe you're new in business within your first 5 years, typically most people don't even turn a profit for their first 5 years. And that's traditional, right? Most people don't even turn a profit in their first 2 to 3 years, or rather in their first year, you're upside down. Well, if you go into business in your first year, you're selling to the government, you will be in a whole new tax bracket your first year, guarantee, when you're landing those contracts. And that's a guarantee. Okay. Number 14 is there's no limit to what you can sell to the government. This one I love. So in one of my previous videos, I have a video talking about, maybe I think it was like 25 things you can sell to the government. And you will find that the government buys everything. So there is no limit to the types of things or what you can sell to the government. We're talking about from products to services. Like you see this jewelry that I have on, these earrings. You can sell accessories to the government. You see these braids I have in my hair, the little dreads, they're kind of cute. My sister did them for me. Shout out to Brita J. You can sell hair styling, beauty services, haircut and barber services to the government. They buy that. So when I say you can sell everything, when you come and you say I have a tax accounting services, or I have a credit repair service, or I have a farm, and I manufacture food, or grow food, or whatever, trucking company, the government buys it all. Literally, right? So I always say, if you don't know if the government buys your stuff, sell it to somebody else. If they buy it, that means the government will buy it, because the government is made up of a body of people who actually consume the exact same thing that we consume, and more, right? So there's no limit to the types of things that you can actually sell to the service, to the government. All right. So that's number 14. Number 15 is, it's a no-brainer decision when you're serious about making money in your business. and I would say that for people who have been like, oh, I've been thinking about doing this for a while. It's like, if you're serious about growing your business and making money in your business, it's a no-brainer. When someone says there's a guaranteed customer who's already looking to spend with you, and the first thing that you think is, I got to think about it, or I got to ask my spouse to see if it's okay. Well, what type of business sense does that make? It does not make any sense that you got to ask your spouse, can you make money? Well, didn't you start this business to make money? It does not make any sense. And so it's a no-brainer decision. It should be a no-brainer decision to sell to the government, because they literally buy everything. And for all the aforementioned things, like the guarantees, all of these are facts, right? So it's a no-brainer decision, and that's a fact. Number 16, you can easily create a six-figure months, 6-figure months, or even days for yourself with this business model. 6-figure day. You can have a 6-figure day. And I have to repeat that a few times. With this business model, B2G, you can have 6-figure days, 6-figure months, multiple 6-figure years, $1 million years. Yes. And that is a fact. That is a guarantee when it comes to government contracting. In fact, the very first time I had a 6-figure month with government contracting, I discovered that it's easier to make 6 figures in a month than it was for me to make 6 figures in a year, when I was actually a business chasing the wrong customers, right? I'm going to say that again. It's easier to make 6 figures in a month than it is to make 6 figures in a year. And guess what? It's easier to make 6 figures in a day than it is to make 6 figures in a month. And that is a fact, right? Especially when it comes to premium buyers, when it comes to government contracting, when it comes to the trillions of dollars that's already on the table waiting for you to get in position, right? So that's a fact. That's a guarantee. All right, so where we at with it? And I'm gonna look at the comments. I'm looking at my cheat list, my checklist right here, so I won't forget the 20 things that I have for you guys today. But I'm gonna look at the comments. If you guys have questions, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna get to some of the questions. I can't answer them all, but I will get to those in just a moment. Let me see. You can easily make it. Okay, so number 17, you can make money as the middleman while others do the work. How about that, right? So this is the business model where most people think that when doing government contracting, you have to do all the work, and that's the only way to get paid. But guess what? You can get in position. I'm going to say that again. Let the church say amen. You can get in position, get the contract, and outsource the work. How about that? That means you're getting paid passively to watch other people work. That is so amazing. The opportunities that are already there. Now, all you're doing is landing those opportunities and creating jobs and opportunities for other people. So let the church say amen to that. All right. So that is a beautiful way that you can actually get paid by the government passively while you sit back in Bora Bora drinking your Mai tea or Mai Tai. I don't drink. I'm just making these, I'm making these drinks up. I know I got it wrong, but I heard that you could be drinking Mai Tais. I think it's called Mai Tai, right? Somebody help me out. All right, so cool. Number 18, 18 is, it's the only client you will find that they are obligated to spend with your business. All right. So it's one of the only clients. There's two clients that are obligated. That's the government and that's corporations. But it's the only client that is obligated, right? When it comes to spending money with small businesses, they're obligated according to the Small Business Act of America. They're obligated. It's an obligation that they spend a certain percentage of all of their multiple trillions of dollars that they spend with small businesses, right? What are small businesses? Women-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses, disadvantaged businesses, local small businesses, LGBT-owned businesses, veteran-owned business, service-disabled veteran-owned businesses, Native American businesses, right? So these are all small businesses where that falls under the Small Business Act of America, where the government is, they're obligated to actually do business with you. How about that? So, and that's a guarantee. Okay. Number 19, guarantee number 19 is, here's the thing. The biggest questions that I get: will this work for me? Can you guarantee that this will work for me? People are looking for somebody to blame if they quit, right? And so the guarantee is, and this is the guarantee, and this is my promise to you: if you do the work, you will get the results. The problem is some people quit, and you quit prematurely before your breakthrough. You quit prematurely before you get the result. But if you do the work and you're diligent about doing the work, you will get the result. That is my promise. That is the guarantee. That is what I know for a fact, right? And the guarantee number 20 is not for everybody, right? Some people are stuck on trying to figure out how to learn this stuff for free, right? Broke-minded decisions and broke-minded conversations keep you broke. And this is no offense to anyone, because guess what? I can say that because I used to be that broke person that did not want to learn how to do something that was going to make me money, and it did not make sense. It's called self-sabotage. So it's not for everybody. Some people are in a place where they're just not ready to win this big, right? But some of you are in a place where you are tired. I'm not going to say struggling, but being stuck where you are. Because in order for you to grow to the next level, you have to be on a level already, right? What level are you on? Are you on level 0? Well, this may not be for you. There's a lot of growth and development that has to happen for you to be ready to take your business to the millions or multiple millions or multiple six figures, right? You have to be ready. So it's not for everybody. All right. And that is a guarantee. So those are the 20 things that I can guarantee you about government contracting when it comes to government contracts, when it comes to your small business. It works when you work it. All right. And it's not for everybody. So my mission is to help those who want to be helped, right? To build a business of purpose. Because when it comes to how I help businesses position themselves for government contracting, it's not for you to get a job for yourself. It's not for you to make money to pay bills. It's for you to be able to create impact in your community, in your life, in your family lives, to change traditions, to go from paycheck to paycheck to being able to have prosperity, right? So my mission is to help small business owners, Black and brown, women-owned small business owners, learn how to grow profitable businesses that are full of purpose. But not only that it allows you to prosper, right? Because that is spiritual. That's a spiritual thing. That is what we are designed to do, to prosper. We are here to prosper. Even as our health and soul and all those things prosper, we are here to prosper. And so that business, whether you look at it like a gig or something to make some quick money, that business is bigger than you. It's for a greater purpose, to create impact, to do things like buy the block back and all those things that we're going to be doing in my coaching program. These are the type of discussions that we're having about how do we begin to impact our communities with our business, right? And so those are the top 20 things. And I also want to share that for some that actually, you should say mindset is everything. I see you guys. I'm looking at the comments now. So mindset is, and it really is, mindset is everything. Your mind, like how you think about anything, like how you think about business. So most people, let's just say somebody can guarantee teach you how, and this is guarantee teach you how to make millions of dollars in your business, and say that there's a small investment, right? And most people get stuck on the fact that there's an investment, but you invest in education that gets you nowhere. You, like, literally, I've done it. This is the reason why I can talk about it. We invest in education, a system that gets us no job. How many of you actually work in the field that you have a degree in? I don't. So, and I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans, right? Most people will invest in things that are lies, right? But they won't invest in things that are promised to them, things that are guaranteed. It's crazy, right? People spend money on, and my baby, he preaches too, so that's why he getting his little thing. He telling y'all too. It's real. So people will gamble, like they will literally go gamble it faithfully, knowing that it's a 1 in a million chance that you will hit the lottery, but people gamble all the time. You know what I mean? But it's a 50-50 chance if you bid on a contract that you may get it. But people don't want to go against those odds. 50-50 chance. For every contract opportunity that you bid on or that you submit, it's a 50-50 chance that you may get it, right? But for every lottery ticket that you buy, it's a 1 in a multi-million chance that you will hit the lottery. Most people would rather play the lottery than they would rather invest in themselves to do something that's going to teach over and over and over again. Baby, stop. All right. So anyway, he turned off my microphone. Oh, he just turned 7 months, so he wants y'all to see that he got teeth and he can move and he can talk. my little co-host right here. So anyway, if you want to learn more of how I can help you take your business to the next level, book a free strategy session at $1,000,000governmentcontracts.com. Go ahead and do that. But also, I want to let you know this. In February, yep, so true about the lottery. It is true. In February, say Arkita said happy 7 months. In February, we actually had a 5-day challenge where I helped there was probably about 20 people get pre-qualified to sell to the government, and they've gone on to actually be in the program where they're learning how to get started with government contracting, the whole system, the system that works, the system that gets you the millions of dollars that you're leaving on the table. And some people believe in themselves, but you got to believe in yourself. And if you don't believe that you can do it, if you don't believe that you're good enough and that you're deserving of that, then there's nothing that I can tell you to make you make that decision, right? You have to believe that you're going to do the work, you're going to get the results, and this is something that is going to change your life. You have to believe that for yourself. You could borrow my belief system, but you have to at some point have that belief for yourself, right? And so anyway, for our 5-day challenge is coming up again in April, the week of the 25th, where we're going to help for those. This is more so for people who have not already position themselves or don't really understand what's going on or how to get started or how to even begin the process. GovConChallenge.com. We have the next 5-day challenge where we walk you through exactly how to get started, basically to get pre-qualified for government contracting so you can actually be ready to take the next step to actually start landing the contracts. So for those of you who have never taken the challenge, or even if you have taken the challenge, I want to invite you to go ahead and get registered, govconchallenge.com. And for those of you who are just like, I don't want to just get pre-qualified. I want to just, I want to go ahead and learn the exact system so that I can start landing contracts in the next 30, 60, 90 days or 6 to 12 months. So I can actually maximize on those contracts that I'm leaving on the table right now. Go ahead and schedule a free strategy session at $1,000,000governmentcontracts.com. All right, cool. So that's it for me. My baby requires my attention. So it is playtime before I actually go into a session with my clients that will be landing contracts in the next 30, 60, 90 days. So if you want to become one of those clients, that want to work with me directly, where I help you implement this system, the proven system, so that you can actually stand on these 20 guarantees that I just gave you, right? $1,000,000governmentcontracts.com. Schedule your call, and we'll check you next time. All righty. I know, sweetheart. I know,